Ooh, that haunting theme can only mean one thing.
That's right, awards season kicks off, baby.
Yeah, the 5th annual Manos Handouts.
The only award that really matters.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, fuck
what?
the Oscars. Who'd they ever beat?
Yeah,
All
who'd they
right?
ever set fire to?
Whoever wants a Golden Globe. I mean, everyone wants the Manos.
Well, I mean, I think even people who like the Oscars would tell you that no one wants a Golden Globe,
Right, there you go.
especially right now. A little bit of controversy. Welcome to What Were They Thinking? I'm Brendan.
I'm Nathan.
And we have a small audience tonight because we are obeying COVID restrictions. We have a minimal seating. People are socially distanced. Oh, Nathan, it's time for the Manos Handouts. We are going to give out awards to and demerits, I guess, to the movies we've watched over the last year. Everything from September of 2020 to the end of August of 2021. Nope, let me do that again. Nathan, it's award season. It's the Manos Handouts. We are giving out awards and demerits, I guess, to everything from August of 2020 to the end of July of 2021.
That is the case. We have got some of our more infamous and maybe some that you may have forgotten that happened over the year.
Mm-hmm. Because I sure wish I had forgotten.
There was a couple that were on the list. I was like, oh yeah, we did do that one, didn't we?
there were at least like 5 or 6 where I was like, we did that movie? Where like if you had picked it later, I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do that movie without even like thank God I keep that list because otherwise I would lose track.
We'd have a whole bunch of Hollywood homicides and Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Parks on our hands.
Every week, alternating weeks.
Yeah.
Well, this week I really noticed Josh Hartnett's performance in this particular scene was just, bad like the rest of the movie. So the donuts. It's time to make the donuts. Let's just get right into it. Let's get right into our awards.
All right.
Because we have our first award is for the most nonplussed reaction. It is a reaction in a movie that does not match the situation. Normally, the situation is, and not the character from the Jersey Shore, but the situation in a movie that is very extravagant and someone reacts to it in a rather nonplussed way. Presenting tonight's first award is Legendary Reaction Master, Mr. Jai Courtney.
Hey. So, the nominees for the most nonplussed reaction award.
Nathan, who booked this? We got to start off some energy. Who wrote this up?
Dude, honest, he is. I mean, you think about it. He's the guy. He's the one you go to if you want a nonplussed reaction. I mean, it's like praise from Caesar when you get an award for being nonplussed from Jai Courtney. Are you guys talking about me?
No, you're good, Jai. Just keep going.
Okay. So yeah, the nominees for the most nonplussed reaction award is Michael Madsen for getting stabbed in Blood Rain. Jesse seeing Freddy's Girls from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. The cops reacting to the man spider in Veronica. Quote, "We're all gonna die in New York tomorrow," from Babylon AD. Snails reacting to Ridley being sucked into a map in Dungeons and Dragons. Finally, most of the cast of April Fool's Day. And the award for the most nonplussed reaction in a movie is the people on screen when the phrase "We're all gonna die in New York tomorrow" was uttered in Babylon AD. Here, accepting the award for them, Vin Diesel.
I want to accept this award, but it's all about family. So I brought my co-star here too. You're all you're all going to die in the theater tonight. Okay, she's a little bit of a down. No, you're all going to die in the theater tonight and tomorrow and every day. We all just keep dying and keep dying.
Play the
and
theme.
keep
Play her off. Jeez, we can't have people accepting awards saying folks are going to die in the theater. There's still a pandemic going on.
I know. I again, someone messed with our order sheets here. I don't know who it is. Hopefully we'll find out by the end of the night.
Right. Okay. So, our next moving on. Our next award is the Too Dumb to Live award. And presenting in this category is someone not necessarily unfamiliar with this whole situation, but nonetheless, a former person from one of our episodes, the front part of the human centipede.
Hello, it's me. I'm the front part of the human centipede.
Brendan, I thought he was an Asian chap.
Oh, I think it's by way of Takahashi.
Oh, okay. So it's like they made him put the accent on. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, proceed, good sir.
All right, you interrupted me right off the bat here. I'm here to present some award to some dumb people here. Too dumb to live, you might say. Here we go. So the nominees for the Too Dumb to Live award are everyone who willingly gets in a coffin, Bordello of Blood, Jesse in Queen of the Damned, the FBI profilers in training from Mindhunters, everyone who believes that the Wayans Brothers are white girls in White Chicks, and Dorf and Macaroni from Fear.com. This is very exciting. Here we go. And the winner is everyone who thinks that the Wayans are, white ladies from White Chicks. And here to accept all of those people.
Muffy, I just thought that their makeup was spot on. I swear to God that they were Caucasian. Oh, I know, Reginald. You can't. I mean, I was absolutely agog when I found out that they were wearing makeup the entire time. I would like to thank the Academy and all the people. There's no Academy. It's just. Either way, thank you for thinking of us. Reginald, FG's bringing the car around. Oh yes, LG's bringing the car around because we cannot drive as we are severely inbred blue bloods. Good evening.
Wowzers! It doesn't surprise me that they were tricked.
Not in the least.
No, that is something else. Well, I'm glad. Again, I don't know who allowed all of them to come up here because we don't have that many awards. Someone is fucking with us.
I think we'll be all right though. Despite the fact that they're dumber than a bag of hammers, they are richer than most of the kings of the Middle East. So they're probably well taken after, vaccinated, and cared for as far as their exposure to this whole thing. So I think we're good on that end.
All right. Well, let's just move right along because we talked about people that are too dumb to live, and now we're just talking about straight up just biggest doofus, big old doofuses. Here to present the award for biggest doofus is it's Mark Wahlberg.
How you doing? How's your mother?
It's pretty good, Mark. You want to?
Good.
Maybe
we should work together sometime.
Sure. The microphone's right over there. If you want to just.
Okay. All right. So how y'all doing? It's a wicked good piss of a time. Yeah, it's right. How's your mother? Okay. That's good. We should work together sometime.
Sounds good.
So, anyways, I'm not sure why I'm presenting this here award, but, it's the biggest doofus, and the nominees are Sebastian from Blood Rain, Sergeant Anders from Veronica. Elliot from the Bye Bye Man. John from the Bye Bye Man. That must be a pretty stellar cast you got there. Snails from Dungeons and Dragons. And then finally Peter from Congo. And let's see here. The award goes to what? No. Snails from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, hello. My name is Snails, of course. You may know me as Marlon Wayans, of course. As I want to accept this award for Biggest Doofus, of course, one of the greatest acting performances of my life. Of course, putting in the work from day one on that particular picture. Dungeons and Dragons, you see, was a labor of love for me. Working with greats like Jeremy Irons and Thora Birch and the guy who played the lead. Just so many great thespians working on the craft. And I just want to say thank you all for being here. I hope to see you very, very soon. And God save the Queen, her noble Queen. Thank you very much.
Wow. Did not realize he was British.
And a wavering accent at that.
I mean, you know what? That really speaks to the range that Marlon Wayans has. I think we've been misjudging him.
He's so lost in like so many characters.
Right?
I can't wait for that movie where he plays like 18 British people.
With special effects work by Tom Savini.
By the way, I'm here for a movie where Marlon Wayans plays 18 British people. No joke.
I absolutely am as well. That would be amazing.
Or a total train wreck. Oh.
All right,
apparently accurate though. Now that we know that.
Obviously, yeah. Like it wouldn't be much of a stretch for him at all. Maybe he might just change his accent from the Highlands to a Cockney to maybe I don't know, a Yorkshire Dales type situation. I'm rambling. Our next category is the least memorable character. And to present the award for the least memorable character is that one guy who was in that thing that came out that time.
What's up? It's me, guys! Ha ha! You remember me?
Yeah, you were that guy who was in that thing that came out that time.
I was in that thing. I had the hair.
Yeah, and you had that shirt on.
Yeah, and I said that line that was like, people were laughing and crying or scared.
It was the catchphrase of the summer of 19...
Exactly. Wow. Whoa. This is crazy. I'm going to present an award for something that's near dear to my heart. Apparently, you guys, so this award, I just want to say, so this is like a thing where you guys name characters because you don't remember their names in the movie, right?
Right.
Cool. Okay, so least memorable character. Let's go here. So we got Caravan of Green Gables from Blood Rain. Whoa, sounds like an interesting flick. Father Gloomy Pants from The Nun. I'm guessing he was sad. Detective Cameo from The Bye Bye Man. I get what you did there. That girl that's in that movie. I got it.
Right.
Yeah, that one.
Carrie Ann Moss. We remember her name.
Oh, okay. Well, I just know she was in that movie with the computers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Hackers. We got Guitar Hero from The Last Airbender. John Swanson from Bloodshot. Well, that's a cool name. Blue Lips from Dungeons and Dragons. Wow, that one's a popular one tonight. Woody Moranis. Oh, dear. Three Ninjas. Danny Smith from Three Ninjas. And Natasha Macaroni from Fear.com. Oh, I'm going to have to check out that website later. Okay. And the winner is... Oh, cool. John Swanson from Bloodshot. Come on down, dude.
Hello, it's an honor to receive this. It will sit fine next to my many bottles of aged scotch. Thank you.
He sounds like that guy from the thing.
That show that was on NBC at that one time?
Yeah, it was on at a time of day, and it was a certain length of time for every episode.
Right.
But it couldn't be him.
No, couldn't be.
Okay.
No. Anyways, we're ticking, ticking right along here. Yeah.
So our next award is very much related to the previous one. This is the Your Name Is What Now award, and this is for their characters' actual names in the movie that we were confounded by. So here to present the award is a name I am confounded by, and I can't even pronounce because it's got a bunch of symbols in it and letters and backwards crosses and what have you. But it's via Zoom. We've got Elon Musk's son.
Hello. I am here at Zoom. And Zoom. It be some leg.
Can you, Nathan, jiggle the cord a little bit?
All right, just give me a second. Just gonna. Okay, let's see. I'll try that.
And I think that really that is why my father should be the richest man on the planet. Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Oh, we missed the whole platform.
Well, can you continue with the award?
Strange symbol. That's not Prince.
Yes, I will. Okay, so the nominees in the category Your Name Is What Now is Frenchie from The Nun, Le Neckbreaker from Verotica. Two French people. That's good on the two of you. Bill the Builder from Dungeons and Dragons. I love his brother's show. It's very fun. Lets me know that I can fix it. Maury from the Three Ninjas. I have an uncle Maury. He's actually he said he's going to give me quite the gift when I do get to my bar mitzvah. It's interesting. And finally, Frank Shatter from Hillbound. And the winner of the award is, Le Neckbreaker from Verotica.
Hello, it is me, Le Neckbreaker. Thank you for this award. It means a lot to me. And whose neck can I break tonight?
Nobody.
I
It's
would
just
no. I need to break what how you say quota, neck break quota. I need at least 42 necks to break. I see there are 38 people in audience. I start there, and maybe you two want to join.
No, it's cool. No, I'll tell you what. I think Jai Courtney is out back in the green room. If you want to go give that a shot.
Wow, you have a great distaste for him.
No, he's the only one here that's actually fought a Terminator, so he's the only one who might actually stand a chance.
Okay, I like a fair fight as long as I make my quota. Thank you for this award. I go try to break Jai Courtney's neck now.
Best of luck, bud.
He is literally a spider, and no one in the crowd reacted.
So they're going down for the non-plus reaction award next year.
Yeah.
The entire crowd at the Manos Handouts.
Wow, what a meta award to give out.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
All right. Oh, well, Le Neckbreaker is off to try to vanquish one of the few people who've actually vanquished the Terminator, so good luck there, I guess. He's also in a Die Hard movie. I mean,
yeah.
So, yeah.
The best Die Hard movie, right?
Ugh, nope.
Coming soon.
Yes, absolutely. Our next award is the No Chemistry Award. Now, this award, it goes out to a screen pairing that are supposed to like get along really well in like a buddy cop type situation, or have some sort of like will they, won't they, of course they will type sexual tension that goes on, but it's not there at all. And so you know what? I feel that of all the people who be able to present a lack of chemistry, or a lack of knowledge of chemistry anyways, for this would actually be former Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos.
Hi, it's me, Betsy DeVos, the person who was in charge of your children's for a long time. Wow, Betsy, you sound different in person. Yeah, well, I've had some years to think about stuff. Hey, aren't you Canadians like jealous that I was in charge of their education? I did a pretty good job.
No, we're good.
Could I just have 10 minutes to talk about my opinions on critical race theory? No.
No, absolutely not.
No, you
this
can- you
we're
cannot.
time is tight.
You can have negative 25 minutes to talk about that. So no.
Right.
Oh, that's 25 minutes. No, that means nothing. Negative 25.
Right.
Education.
Below
okay.
zero. Yeah.
Okay, well, just the words. I can read those. I'm just gonna put
Just
this.
sound it out.
I'm
Sound it out.
I'm just gonna put this earpiece in real quick. No reason. The
Nominee. The word is nominee.
the nominees for low chemistry.
No, it's chemistry. It's pronounced chemistry.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. It's pronounced chemistry.
Chemistry. This is fun. The nominees are Jason, Patrick, and Sandra Bullhorn from Speed 2 Cruise Controls.
It's Bullock.
Sandra Bullitt, Steven Seagals, and Keenan Ivory Wayans from the Climber Man.
Glimmer. It's Glimmer Man.
Glimber Man. Jackson Rathbones. That's pretty good, right? And Gabriel from the last Earthbending.
It's Airbender.
Earthbending Airbend.
Air, like this thing between your ears. Airbender.
Jason. Jason Batman and Jennifer Aniston from the Switches. And what's this one?
It's Xander. The X is pronounced like a Z. It's Xander Cage.
Got it. Xamander Cage and anyone from the Xamander Cage movie, The Return.
Oh, I'm so glad I voted Democrat.
So the winner is the Russian guy and the black guy.
No, he's not Russian. Steven Seagal and Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh, I mean, he's not with Russia. That's not a plan that we were working on in the past. What did I say? Steven Seagal, gotta go. Wait, why is only... Where's Keenan?
Keenan didn't want to be in the same room with me.
Oh, well, that's fair.
So, I managed to get him in via satellite or Zoom, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
But I'm definitely taking this physical award home with me, and he's not gonna. Oh, I don't think so, you rapscallion. As I am British, just as my younger brother Marlon, you will be sending me an award as well. I earned it just as much for being on the same set as you. You think you're so smart. You think you're so big with your fancy book learning and your British accent and your ability to act and the fact that you bathe regularly and the fact that people actually like being around you. And I don't really know where I'm going with this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this award and leave. Oh, and you know what? Good riddance to you, you filthy ragamuffin.
No chemistry, guys. They don't like
Each other.
Hate
My
each other.
God.
I love that we found out that the entire Wayans family is British.
Well, it would stand to reason. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
It'd be crazy if Damon Jr. was the only one that wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Insane in the membrane. And also, Betsy DeVos, you ran way over your time. Yeah, I'm still here if you need me to do another one.
Oh, well, actually, Betsy, if you could go back in the green room, there's a giant spider-like creature back there who I think wants to see you.
Oh boy, spiders! They're like ants with more feet.
There you go. Go get him, champ.
You just suggested it. Just any law enforcement officials listening, Nathan only suggested it.
Yeah, I didn't tell her she had to.
Yeah, she's an adult. Make her own decisions, I guess.
Right.
Oh, man. But you know what? That was satisfying. But you know what's not satisfying? The ending of some of these movies. Am I right?
Oh my goodness, for sure.
So, and I think, I want to bring out a friend of the podcast to present this award. He often doesn't need to watch these movies with us, but on occasion he has and voiced his displeasure 99.9% of the time. And that, of course, is our good old buddy, my friend and yours, Mr. Montrose Monkington III, Esquire.
Hello! It's a good friend Montrose Monkington III here. Now, before I get into this, I just would like to invite you all to my YouTube channel, Montrose Monkington TV. You can be friends with me on Facebook at the group Montrose Monkington III, Esquire, and Friends. You may also tweet at me on your Twitter devices at Montrose III. That's the number 3RD. Thank you! More later! Oh,
Wait,
what?
No, Montrose. No.
What? What is it?
We need you to present this award.
Oh, right. That's where was my head at?
Force a habit.
I usually do. I just hit it and quit it, as they say. Yes, the least satisfying movie ending. Okay, the nominees for this award go to Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, The Queen of the Damned. Mary Queen of Scots, if you ask me. Oh, British humor.
There's a real British invasion at this award show this year.
I know there's a lot of folks from across the pond. This is nice. Hey, just both of you, stop it!
Trying to present an award here. Okay, Verotica, The Bye Bye Man, and The Last Airbender. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look here. The winner is The Last Airbender. Okay, and accepting on behalf of The Last Airbender, the person who is absolutely at fault for that, M. Night Shyamalan. You know, the fellow that directed The Sixth Sense.
Hey guys, it's me, M. Night. I won't tell you. You gotta wait till the end because it might be different from what you're expecting. Is my name even M? Don't know. It could be N. It could be O. It could be P. I'm gonna take you on a little ride, a little cinematic ride, and maybe there'll be some twists and turns along the way. Did I just win this award? Who knows? I'm gonna take it anyway because I've got kids to feed. Do I have kids? I've never said in public, or have I? Ooh! All right. See you later, guys.
Anyhow, moving on. Our next category actually goes to some folks who are, you know what? Gosh darn it, they were trying to convey some sort of international flair to their role, but just didn't quite send it home. And then we're of course talking about the worst accents. And here to present the award for the worst accents is somebody who's actually, again, not necessarily so strange to an accent, but also a friend of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mother Superior.
All right, everyone needs to stop talking right now. I need total silence if I'm about to do what you want me to do. Milos, you can't come up on stage with me.
Oh, but I want to help as I have excellent accent as you and could help present award. I could just hold paper for you to read, sweetheart.
Listen, Milos. If you go into the green room, I left a whole closet of shoes for you.
Oh, there is a giant man spider in there. I don't know if he looked very strong and very intent on doing something to my neck.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll deal with the spider later. Don't even worry about it. But you can sit there for now.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
And I will... Don't say that in public.
I will be quiet.
Now, these are awards given out for bad behavior, and I don't understand that concept at all, because bad behavior sees someone, the end of my yardstick. Milos, don't even comment.
I'm just humming national anthem of old country.
That's fine.
Okay.
Worst accents. Here are the nominees: Michelle Rodriguez of Blood Rain. All of the French accents from Verotica. Ileana from the New Mutants, Sam from the New Mutants, Christopher.
Ileana was good.
What?
I thought Ileana did decent. She did decent job. It wasn't always consistent, but I felt that she tried and did alright.
She's a fine actress.
Okay.
Christopher Walken from Wild Mountain Time.
Oh, that was garbage. That is garbage.
That is a
terrible.
personal offense to me.
I understand, sweetheart.
Dan Hedaya from Commando. And finally, Tim Curry from Congo. And let's just see here. And the winner is... You can read that, Milos.
Oh, the winner is Tim Curry from Congo. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Curry. Via Zoom.
Hello. I'm Tim Curry. Now, you would figure that I would just have used my regular British accent doing this movie, but no. I had to bring that international flair to the... And with that, I was just trying...
God damn it.
It's doing it again. You know what? Just plug the network cable into it, and we'll go off that instead of the Wi-Fi.
Why does it keep... Someone keeps unplugging it.
I don't know. And that is why my voice sounded like that in Congo.
Damn it.
It's a delightful story, wasn't it? Yeah, so thank you. And more later, as we like to say over here.
Wait a second. I didn't know that was a common phrase.
I guess it is.
Wish-
I was unaware.
Wish I heard the story.
It would have been nice, wouldn't it? Like, he would explain why he sounded like that.
Man.
Hermoka, or whatever the hell his name was.
You know, we promised more of a tight grip on this show this year, and we are not living up to that promise. It is chaos.
Well, I
again.
don't know. We haven't had people like bum rushing the stage or anything, so I mean that's good.
True.
Anyway, so moving along. We're gonna now we got our technical stuff. Hopefully, fingers crossed, straightened out.
We're good to go here.
That never happens to us here.
No, always a flawless presentation, audio and video.
Right?
Wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Our next category is a category where, you know, you watch a movie, you're watching the actors, and you're saying to yourself, they're just in it for the paycheck. They're just there to get the money and go home, which, you know, is ultimately part of the gig, but you don't want that to show on screen. And so this category is the Paycheck Award. And I thought it appropriate because it is the Paycheck Award that we have the presenter, the star of the film Paycheck, Mr. Ben Affleck.
Hey, how you doing? How's your mother? Being from Boston, I'm always concerned about what people's mothers are, how they're doing.
You and Mark both.
Oh, everybody. Don't ask me about my brother though.
Oh, okay.
So
you can't
okay.
comment.
I won't. It's his career. I love him and support him, but not publicly.
Okay.
So, anyhow, the Paycheck Award. Did you guys name this after my movie? I'm honored. That's delightful. I love that. It's The nominees are Sir Ben Kingsley. We got Dennis Miller. Faye Dunaway. Oh, sorry, Ben Kingsley in the Blood Rain. Dennis Miller, the Bordello of Blood. Faye Dunaway, the Bye Bye Man. We got Scarlett Johansson. She's a doll, isn't she? From The Spirit. Justin and Kelly from The Justin to Kelly. And finally, Ice Cube, the Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. And let's just go get a study here. I'm really excited about this, more excited than I was for Gigli.
Oh dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Paycheck Award here is Sir Ben Kingsley. Hey, come on out there, sir.
Yes, thank you for this award. It's an honor to be recognized for taking.
Whoa! Hold on there, babe.
Excuse me. Who are you?
Look, pal, I'm Dennis Miller, okay, babe? And when I did Bordello of Blood, I legitimately went on record to say that I did it for the paycheck, okay?
Listen,
I think that I should be getting this thing.
you are not the Kanye West to my Taylor Swift. Please remove yourself.
That's right.
Sir.
No, that's right, babe. I'm not saying somebody else should have got it. That isn't I'm not the person who was presenting it, saying that someone else should have got it. I'm saying myself, babe. Okay?
You don't have to get technical
me,
with my references. I don't own a television.
Me not getting this award makes about as much sense as John Wayne speaking with a Mongolian accent. Okay, babe?
Well, you've got a point there.
So, I mean, really, I should be the one getting... What is going on, Brendan? I just said nobody was rushing the stage.
Right.
Ach, I told you to get your back. That there Gerard Depardieu came in last year, knocked me out of the running. I was supposed to present, and now I'm here. Take that. That's what you get when you leave. Security lax, and Gerard Butler can't be here to present. Dumbasses.
Fuck. Gerard Butler was the one messing with our script.
Oh shit. Dennis Miller, you get back here. That's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. You should be ashamed of yourself. He just stole Ben Kingsley's award.
I'll just be back next year.
Okay. Well, see you then, sir.
Goodbye.
Fucking Gerard Butler out of nowhere, like an RKO.
Wrestling Reference got it in. Did he go backstage? Because I think Lid Neckbreaker is still back there.
Did you see him in Law Abiding Citizen, though? I mean, he might be able to take care of himself.
And I mean, he did have some pretty nice CGI abs in 300.
Right? There you go.
They might not have been CGI. I don't know.
Well, he's back there. That whole disaster of a thing is now. Hopefully, that's the end of this, and we can just move on with a nice, orderly award show.
Let's do
What
this.
What do we got coming up next here? Oh, it's the most disturbing line and scene. Okay. Oh, man. All right, well, this obviously is pretty self-explanatory. So, the most disturbing line and scene, this goes to a line or a particular thing that happened in the movie that was just a bridge too far for us. And I think that of all the people who should present, the most disturbing line / scene in a film, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ted Levine from Silence of the Lambs.
Excuse me. It's me, Ted Levine from Silence of the Lambs. This is how I talk in real life. I don't know why you picked me for this because I never thought I was. Do you mind if I just ask you a question, boys? Just
Sure, Miss.
So-
Sure. I loved you in Monk, by the way. Loved you in Monk.
Thank you. Just something off the top of my head that just coming to my mind right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Would you fuck me?
Probably not.
I'd fuck me. Just saying, I would fuck me hard.
Okay.
That's I'm not trying to make it weird. Just ask.
You know what, Ted? Weird left us behind about 3 exits ago. So you're good.
The most disturbing line or scene. The nominees are prison sex from Blood Rain, Frenchie hitting on a nun in The Nun, Nazis from The Spirit, brother and sister make out a lot from Kickboxing Academy. That one's on my shelf. Al Capone poops. That seems pretty low grade in comparison to in Capone. Wally does the deed and the switch. General Suter threatens to shoot a child in the head. I put one in a well. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
This is in Suburban Commando. And the last one is all the poop, farting, cum, etc. in Cheerleader Ninjas. Sounds delightful. Oh, and the winner. Oh, I'm so happy for this. The winner are the brother and sister making out a lot from Kickboxing Academy. And here to present, I'm here to accept, excuse me. I'm shocked she's even acknowledging this film's existence, but Kyler Lee is here.
Yeah, just mail
Mail the award to me. I don't care. Okay,
Kyler
right,
Lee,
bye.
like, congratulations on your big award.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Kickboxing Academy.
Bye. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Wow.
That's
It's weird that she showed up for it at least,
yeah,
though, eh?
You'd think that she would have just told us no, like in advance.
Yeah, can't be there.
Yeah.
And we would have just said, accepting on her behalf would be, Ted Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well,
weird.
whatever. We're moving on. We're moving on right along, footloose and fancy free. Because next up is the exactly. Next up is the worst visual effects, and I mean this is pretty appropriate. I think we have someone presenting who has devised some of the worst visual effects in 2 films that we watched. Ladies and gentlemen, the charismatic enigma himself, Mr. Neil Breen.
Hello. I am here. ... Now.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, here's the envelope.
Thank you. I think I can help you out of this one, Brendan. I can help you out of this one. And
Great.
okay. Emily.
What? What do you want?
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
I am here. ... Now.
Oh, good lord. You gotta flip his switch a few times.
Oh, good. I was like, off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, hello.
God.
I have an envelope.
Well, I don't know if it's an improvement, Nathan, but
The nominees for the worst visual effects are Queen of the Damned, The Bye-Bye Man, Mind Hunters, Dungeons and Dragons, The Sixth Day, and finally, Congo. Huh. You guys felt that my visual effects were better than all of those. That really... it touches me. Thank you, both of you. Thank you.
don't
Thank you.
Don't tell him that it's because we just didn't want to punch down.
Thank you. And thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Now, to flip the switch again.
You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, hello. Hi.
No.
I have an envelope.
No! Just read the
Just
winner.
just open it and read it. Just open it and read it. I will open it and read it.
Oh.
The winner of the worst visual effects go to Dungeons and Dragons. Here to accept for Dungeons and Dragons, Mr. Jeremy Irons.
Listen, I don't know why I was nominated. I don't know why I'm accepting this. I thought I was going to be nominated for the Paycheck Award, but here I am. You know what? I'm just going to go. Thank you. It's truly an honor.
Oh, that's well.
That was a nice touch there.
You know what? He gave us a little more credence than the girl from Kyler Lee from Kickboxing Academy.
He's proud of his work.
I suppose he didn't make out with his sister.
Not in that movie.
Not in that movie.
Although there's a movie where he plays twins. I wonder if the twins ever made out.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Let's find out in that David Cronenberg movie that I can't remember the name of right now.
Oh, a freaky David Cronenberg movie, you say?
I know.
I am shocked.
Weird, right? Oh, well, visual effects, Nathan, I think is kind of connected to our next one. What do we got?
It is. Well, we actually have the Michael Bay Award, or as we like to also call it, the most unnecessary explosions in a movie. And this basically just means, explosions that happened in a movie that really didn't need to be there. They didn't progress anything or change anything as far as the plot, and they seemed rather superfluous. Oh, gross.
You guys want to just stand there and look in my direction for a few minutes?
I'd rather not.
No,
There's a
this is a Gerard work. This is a Gerard thing to do. He did
must
this.
have booked him. Yeah. Look, Louis, just go ahead. Read the stuff. There's a potted plant in the green room, and all kinds of people to look at you. No, put that away. Put that away.
Oh,
put that
come
away.
on.
You put that away.
Come on.
That's a bad Louis C.K. Put it away.
Come on.
No, stop that. Stop that. No. Brendan, hit him with a rolled up newspaper.
Most unnecessary. Look, this is, if my dick's not out, this is pretty boring for me, so I'm just going to go as quickly as possible.
Oh, God.
Most unnecessary explosions. Nominees are Outbreak, Street Fighter, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, The Lovebirds. Hey, that's what I call mine. Commando, and Triple X, State of the Union. And the winner is The Lovebirds from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Oh, here to accept our a bunch of ladies. No, they're not. Get Louis off the stage right now. Okay, here to accept the awards are the Lovebirds, of course. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. Well, that's so nice. Look at us. We have a beautiful pair of... Oh, my God! Oh, Jesus! Oh, how many are there? Okay, somebody get those Lovebirds out of here.
All four of them burst into flame. What was that all about?
I've had better explosions.
Get him! Look, okay, there's a giant white Spider-Man in the back. Go see him, Louis. He will love to look at you while you do stuff, okay? Okay.
Oh my God, Gerard Butler he's still commandeering the show back there. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. I don't know if that. I think he did that. That was part of his pre-plan because that was on the copy, and I read it, and it was there. And what else are you gonna do, right? You got a presenter. It's like that time when that Dumpster Fire 45 was here a couple of years back, right?
Yeah, I like to pretend that he dropped off the face of the earth.
We all do.
Who's hoping? Yeah. But our next award, Nathan, it's the Dead Fish Eyes Award. It's basically there's nothing behind those eyes, nothing at all. And here to present this award. Oh, this is nice. This must not have been a Gerard booking. Here to present this award, along with his interpreter, of course, Gamera.
Gamera says, it is excellent to be here. Thank you. As always, I am a friend of all children as well as this podcast. He's pausing for laughter.
Oh,
good one, Gamera. We love you too, buddy. The nominees for the Dead Fish Eyes Awards are Steven Seagal in The Glimmer Man. Spencer Stone, The 1517 to Paris. Neil Breen, I Am Here, ... now. Amy, Congo. Chuck Norris from Hellbound. And the winner is Neil Breen, I Am Here, ... now.
You know, Nathan, I think I'm getting. He's been here so many times. I'm starting to understand his language a little bit.
You start to catch that cadence, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Hello, I have an envelope.
No, you don't. No, you have an award.
Dot.
You sound a little different too. ...
Now, thank you for this award. I can't believe you gave me this award. I can't believe it. I cannot believe the award you gave me.
Oh, jeez, he's stuck in a loop again.
Thank you
Brendan. Oh, he's wrapping
for
up.
this award
Oh, God.
that you've given me. Nathan, what was that? What were you trying to say?
I was just going to hit the switch. Turn him off for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Turn it back on again.
Okay, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I have an envelope.
Nope. You have an award. You've accepted. For I am here. ... Now.
Okay. Emily. Is he gone? This is the second time he's been up here.
Emily's actually taking him off stage now.
Thank
Okay.
God. Emily's his caregiver.
I believe so. Yeah. It was like that's. I don't care if she is or not though. She can just take him. That's all I care about.
Boom.
All right. Okay.
We're getting to the big ones here, Nathan. We're getting close.
We are actually going on to the I am trying to save this thing award. Now this award goes to a particular actor who is just doing their absolute damnedest. As we like to say, as they did in The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, these people are the islands of reality in an ocean of diarrhea. And, someone who never ever phones it in, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to present the I Am Trying to Save This Thing award. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Well, hello there. I'd like to say I enjoy adding to the British nature of this program.
It's because the restrictions have been loosened between our countries. That's why we got all these British people.
No, I was hoping it was
Still-
some kind of wonderful thing.
It's still an honor to have you, sir.
Well, that's much better. It's better than being called Oscar Night Ruiner, which I've gotten a few times recently.
Both. It's really cool, Brent. We got both villains from Silence of the Lambs here tonight. That's awesome.
So anywho, the I'm Trying to Save This Thing award, here are the nominees, of course. Willem Dafoe from Speed 2 Cruise Control. You know, I can't criticize anyone's work. I was in that Transformers movie.
No, but you know what? You were doing your best to save it. That's why.
Oh, well, thank you. If you don't mind,
These people are doing the same thing.
if you don't, thank you. And if you don't mind, I'd like to change to another voice just to keep myself more comfortable.
What? Flex your muscle, sir.
Thank you. Yes. So, Clarice, here are the rest of the nominees. Raul Julia from Street Fighter. Stephen Tobolowsky from The Glimmer Man. Aaliyah from Queen of the Damned. Samuel L. Jackson from The Spirit. Tom Hardy from Capone. Shirley MacLaine from Rumor Has It. And Christopher Lloyd from Suburban Commando. And the winner is Raul Julia from Street Fighter. Here to present the award on behalf of Mr. Julia, Robert Rodriguez.
Ah, yes. Racer, my boy. I finally have a Trying to Save This Thing award.
No, Dad, you're just accepting it on behalf of someone.
Yes, but he cannot claim it. So I'm pretty sure it gets to come home with us and onto the mantelpiece.
No, you have to give it to his family.
Do I? Do I really?
You do, Mr. Rodriguez. I apologize.
Well, that certainly sucks. Racer, my boy, let's go watch that Shark Boy Lava Girl quasi-sequel Netflix has.
I got another idea for a movie, Dad.
Sounds great. Is it from that picture you put on the fridge?
Yeah, no, this one's from my Legos.
Ooh, we might get sued.
You guys, they just
Yeah,
walked off.
they're gone.
Well, I suppose they did what they were here to do, but that really was a weird resolution to that whole thing.
That award award doesn't belong to you, Robert Rodriguez.
JR, go get him!
Fuck off!
He should be ashamed of himself. Tell him that.
I'm gonna kill that fucking spider too.
Holy JR.
I don't care. I'm not in the WWE anymore. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Oh, that does stand to reason.
Shit.
Remember, it's Malachi Black, not Tommy End.
Oh, God damn it. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a legend. I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not. Not at all.
JR is pissed. I wouldn't want to be that spider. I think he's got so many enemies back there now.
Yeah, I feel that the Neckbreaker has the strength, but he is going to lose out simply because the numbers are going to be against him.
Le Neckbreaker versus Jim Ross and Gerard Butler? Like, come on.
And don't forget, and Mother Superior.
Jai Courtney?
And Louis C.K.
Well, he's probably dead already.
I don't know. He might, partially blind him. Something might go off and get in his eye, and that could...
I assume they just would get along really well.
Because they are both rather skeevy. However, the Neckbreaker is only a movie monster, not a real one.
There you go. Oh, we're having some fun now. Okay, well, now we get to the two big awards, I think, of the night before we get to our final kind of, Roger Corman Award and our rankings. We get to the award for Worst Actor. And here to present this award, one of the best actors, I think, actually, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daniel Day-Lewis. Again, lots of British people.
Hello. Daniel, you're wrong. Sorry, I was just reliving some of my past greatness.
You're an oil baron.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. You're wrong, Daniel. You're wrong. The worst actor. The nominees for this category are Jason Patrick. He really is quite terrible. In Speed 2 Cruise Control. Spencer Stone, Alec Skarkatos, Anthony Sadler from the 1517 to Paris. Steven Seagal from The Glimmer Man. He is also quite terrible.
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron from Saving Christmas. Hulk Hogan from Suburban Commando. Bruce Marciano from The Encounter. And finally, Chuck Norris from Hellbound. Don't know why he's on here. He's fantastic. He with skills only rivaling that of my own.
Oh, of course.
But the winner of the worst actor for the 5th Annual Manos Hand-Outs is... Oh, my goodness. It's a triple threat with Spencer Stone, Alex Skarkaltos, and Anthony Sadler from the 1517 to Paris. Gentlemen!
Yay! Thank you.
I am glad to be here.
I have a beer. Do you want a beer?
I would love a beer.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to tell you I'm real proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Eastwood. We did our best.
Anyway, I gotta go drop one.
Okay. Thank you. What were they thinking?
And thank you. Sorry, I am laughing because we had a comical talk over.
We did.
Shall we go drink more beer and watch the game of football?
Yes, let's.
Yay! Yeah, you know what? They are heroes, though, I gotta say.
Yes, you know what? True French heroes?
Just please don't be in movies anymore.
They didn't. It wasn't American soil that they're French heroes. I mean, at the end of the day.
L'héros.
L'héros. That's right.
Yeah.
Les héros, because it's plural.
Yes.
Right. Well, we just had our worst actor award, or actors, I guess, in this case. Our next spot is actually going on to our worst actress award. And you know what? To help present this award is someone who I mostly find insufferable, except for a few occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Juliette Lewis.
Oh my God, it's like so good to be here, you guys. I was just over there and early told me that sorry, I was stuck in my role from California. Maybe I'll go to my other role from old school. Hey, you guys, it's me, Juliette Lewis. I'm here to present. Nathan, you don't think I'm a good actress?
You strike me as coarse.
I strike. Well, that's really sad. I'm sorry to have offended you personally.
Are you sure you're Juliette Lewis? I don't feel as you would apologize to me.
Well, it's a New Year's resolution that I'm looking into in 2021.
I did like you in Whip It. I'm going to say that.
Thank you. So we're gonna do, okay. So worst actress, Michelle Rodriguez from Blood Rain, Krusty Bone. Sorry, Betsy DeVos was giving me diction tips backstage. Krusty Bonus from Bye Bye Man.
I
Thora.
think it's Cressidia Bona.
Okay, well, you know what? Tomato.
Okay.
Thora Birch from Dungeons and Dragons, the cheerleaders from Cheerleader Ninjas, Melanie from Babylon AD,
Oh.
and Kylie Minogue from Street Fighter. And the winner is the cheerleaders. And here to accept is the cheerleaders.
Oh my god, we're like ninjas and stuff. You're farting and things.
Oh my god!
That's great. It's an award. Hey?
Look, I pooped on the stage.
Hey, you know what? We're better than nerds who masturbate with their feet.
Yes, we are.
You're such a downer.
Oh my god, Judy.
Serious? All right, we're gonna go and do stuff and things with our boobs that aren't really our boobs, but that's how it is. What a confusing acceptance speech.
That was
thoroughly out there.
that was not rehearsed.
Oh,
They didn't
Clearly.
think they were gonna win.
obviously.
All right. Well, Nathan, let's move along. This is a big award. This is the Roger Corman Award for Excellence. This is this usually goes to a small screen shameful. That really embraces the Roger Corman
Aesthetic, feel,
method.
cheapness.
Yeah. And I mean, how can we? I mean, here to present the award, I should know. I'm not presenting the award. What am I doing? Here to present the award, is the man himself, Roger Corman.
Hello, I'm Roger Corman. And I am here to present the award, the Roger Corman Award for Excellence. And, yes, this kid, he's really, he doesn't stop trying, no matter how terrible or often his movies get uploaded to Pornhub. Without any real further ado, a man who's truly after my own heart, who's just there to make the films, regardless of how much or little, mostly little, money, talent, ability, filming permits he has. Ladies and gentlemen, again, another one for our man for I am here, ... now, Neil Breen.
Emily.
Just throw the award at him. Give the award to Emily. Just get him out of here.
Emily, here. Emily,
Here.
catch it. Okay.
Thank you. But we're getting out of here.
Emily. Oh God, you're gonna have a third time up here.
That was oof.
Jesus. Well, Nathan, we've done it.
No, he's Robot Jesus. Remember?
Right, sorry. Oh, there's still 3 more of his movies, and he's working on his 6th one.
Oh, good for him. Just Don't stop. Don't stop believing. Keep reaching for those stars.
Plug away.
What were they thinking?
All right, Nathan, we've gotten through the awards, and now it's time for us to talk about the movies. We're going to talk about our 10 least favorite or 10 most hated and our 10 favorite. And when I say favorite, of course, I mean, in some cases, there might be a few cases where we genuinely enjoyed some of it, but it's mostly going to be this was the least offensive thing we watched.
Right.
So I feel like we should start with the good and end with the bad.
Okay, I guess I can get that. Let's normally I start with the vegetables first, but let's go ahead and do that.
Well, let's start with our 10 best, most bearable, least offensive, less taxing on our brains list.
Okay.
And if you would like to start with your number 10, and then I will go, and we'll go back and forth.
Well, my number 10 was actually R.I.P.D.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it simply because, well, our good friend Deadpool's in it, and
Jeff Bridges, yep.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges. So not only do you have Deadpool and the dude. Okay, it's really, you have the Hitman's bodyguard and Rooster Cogburn in the same movie. I mean, how can you lose? Plus, Buzz from Home Alone makes his glorious return to the big screen. Kevin Bacon. I don't know how Kevin Bacon missed out on the I'm Trying to Save This Thing award, because I felt that he was trying his hardest regardless of what he was given there. But just because all that whole, I love that Men in Black-esque feel. It's based on a comic book. So yeah, R.I.P.D. definitely got my 10 in my top 10 list.
My number 10 is a movie that we were given during Listener's Choice Month, and that is, of course, Three Ninjas. This movie, while not good in any kind of technical way, is absolutely insane and, 90s kids movie craziness, and it was very easy to digest, so that's why it's at my number 10.
Okay, yeah. I can understand that. All right, well, my next one on the list would be Street Fighter. Now, the reason why I put this down as a good one is not so necessarily the quality of it, but there is some really good and fun things that are going on in that movie. Raul Julia, of course, doing his absolute best, having the most fun of everybody on there. I was a big Van Damme mark back in the day, not even Rob, but also Jean-Claude. Also
His brother.
Right, and Kylie Minogue. Oh, Kylie Minogue. The movie also does have some sentimental attachment to me. I did see it on its premiere date, and then spent the entire night playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition with one of my friends. So we kind of made like a big deal out of this movie. While not maybe good, does have a really nice spot in my heart. Street Fighter.
All right, well, my number 9 is The New Mutants.
Oh, really?
It's mostly at number 9 because, well, I mean, I had seen it prior to when we decided to do an episode on it, but I just remember going and being like, it's not that bad. like people like shit on this movie, like critics, audiences alike, just piling onto this movie. And again, it's not great, but like it was fine. I think there were some genuinely good things. I think we talked about in the episode, kind of surprising the romance at the center of the movie.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not as surprising for comic book fans, but in terms of like a comic book movie, for that to be the central romance between two women was pretty surprising to me, and how they handled it was kind of refreshing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that stands out for me, despite the ridiculous accents at times from other characters. New Mutants at number 9.
Okay. So where's that? Number 8 for me was a fellow who did. Well, he was there a couple times this evening. That would be I Am Here ... now. I put this one on there simply because it's just like Fateful Findings, it is everything and nothing all at once. It is guerrilla filmmaking. It is punk rock without the music. It's also a really good time if you happen to live in Canada or a state where it's legal. So
Agreed.
yeah.
My number 8 was one of the sequels that we covered this year, and that would be Crank High Voltage. A scant 82 minutes long, I believe, so it was very quick to watch. Just an absolute crazy fucking movie from start to finish. David Carradine aside, it ranks as number 8 for me. Yeah, it was just fun and stupid, and I had a good time.
Okay, cool. So moving on to my number 7 is actually one that you've already mentioned for the New Mutants. I also had a really good time watching this movie. I loved the how they handled the love story within it. It had that Stranger Things vibe going on with it. It also helped that one of the guys from Stranger Things was in it. And also, it's one of the movies I got to see with my daughter during the pandemic. It was like the first movie we saw once things started loosening up and we were able to go to the theater. So again, it's again a bit more for the memory than it is for the actual production itself. But yeah, The New Mutants, number 7.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I don't have to say a whole lot about my number 7 because you already covered this as well. But my number 7 is I am here ... now, because for all the reasons you listed, it's just insane. It's next level bad filmmaking, and I just want to say too, it's kind of endearing to see someone just kind of go for it no matter how bad it is, because he's not slumming it. Like, he's just going for his weird ass vision of whatever he's doing.
Yep.
It's that's what separates it, I think, from like you watch a movie and it's just like, oh, that's just like a shitty phone it in sequel. Like, I would rather watch something like that than something like that.
Understandable. All right. So my number 6, as we're moving on here, is actually one that came from the isoploitation selection. The folks who would give us, when everyone was actually in isolation and stuff, we had a bunch of people submitting stuff, even if they were or weren't Patreons. It was like the $1 level. Anybody could, as long as you were a patron, you could put in it. Didn't matter what level you were at.
And we're still going through some of those.
We are, and we probably will be. But yeah, my number 6 in this case was Commando, which was given to us, as Brent would say, by the homie Mike Bagford. And this movie was fun all around. I loved this movie as a kid. I love this movie as an adult for some of the same reasons, for others for very different reasons. But yeah, Commando, that would be my number 6.
All right. Well, my number 6 is a movie that I expect to hear on your list at some point here, but probably later. Because it's a movie that I think we all liked, including our guest, but I think I was maybe on the lower end of the scale, but I still enjoyed it, and that is Kids in the Hall Brain Candy. A fun movie. I like Kids in the Hall. I can definitely, like, as I watch it, I can definitely see why it's kind of a mess and doesn't really quite hit the heights that I guess it could. And we talked in length about Cancer Boy, but yeah. It's kind of just fun to see them doing a movie together. So Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy.
Okay. All right, so we're at the top 5 now, aren't we? Oof. All right. Well, starting out with my top 5 is a movie that I had never seen, had always wanted to see as a kid, but finally got around to seeing thanks to the podcast, and that would be April Fool's Day. Because the movie itself is it's so campy. It's just a slice, if you'll pardon the pun, of 80s glory. And it had that ending that at the time would have seemed inspired. If it was done now, it would seem trite and overdone. But this one was really good. It was funny. And, of course, it had Biff. So yeah, April Fool's
Yeah.
Day, my number 5.
And it was our fake out movie because everyone thought we were going to do Back to the Future.
Yeah, there you go.
My number 5 is Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. Just because these, I don't know if I had the last one on my list at all, but this one was pretty fun. I still think the first new one that we did was the best one for me so far, but this was pretty solid too. And, it's a Gamera movie. What do you want me to say? There's the turtle and stuff happens. It's crazy.
Okay, well, my number 4, and you're gonna have to hear me out on this one. Okay, there's a reason why it's my number 4 in this for this year is actually the Bye Bye Man. Now, yeah, I know you got that look on your face. They can't see it, but I can see it. The reason why is because watching it back again, the people who are in it, the ridiculousness of the plot, the fact that it has actually given us a little thing that nobody else is just, the whole thing that we do whenever we sign off and we're done recording and stuff like that. It's actually taking on kind of a life of its own. Also, watching it again, it has so many great riffable moments in it that it's kind of wormed its way in there. So yeah, the Bye Bye Man.
That is the shocker of the night.
There you go.
Well, Nathan, this might not be a shocker for you, but I know this is going to be a hot take because my number 4 is Batman Forever.
Ugh.
I can't help it. This movie, I think you kind of mentioned with some of the movies, or like Street Fighter. This movie kind of just has like a nostalgia thing with me, and I can't separate it from how good the movie may or may not be. And this is not like it's not like a Masters of the Universe situation where I watched that as an adult when we covered it and said, oh, no, this is a terrible movie. When I watched Batman Forever, I thought, I still like this movie for some reason. So, and there's much debate on Jim Carrey. I think he's great. I just kind of watch it for what it is, which is a cartoon. So, not so much as the one after that coming soon, but definitely a ridiculous live action cartoon. So yeah, number 4, Batman Forever.
Okay. All right. Well, my number 3 for favorite movies the past year is going to another horror film, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge. Now, even as a kid, I actually did enjoy this movie because at the time I couldn't anything Nightmare on Elm Street. I would gobble it up. I loved Freddy Krueger is like my favorite slasher villain. And then when this thing kind of came back into our orbit before we covered it, I had seen the Scream Queen documentary on Shudder. I also recommend that to anybody who's listening and hasn't seen it. For what it did to that poor guy's career, the story that's behind it. It's one of those movies where I like it for what it should have been. Okay. What it was, I feel that they should have their feet held to the fire in regards to it, and you do get to see a bit of that if you watch that documentary. But just for the lack of love rather that it gets from most Nightmare fans, I'm definitely putting this one at my number 3 this year because it is 10 times better than fucking Freddy's Dead.
Well, there's no debate on that one.
Right.
Is that the one with the video game with like Breckin Myers in it?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that movie. My number 3 is one you've already mentioned, and it is one that I had seen before I picked it, but like didn't remember much. But it's April Fool's Day because it's just like you said, it's a great like cheesy 80s horror with a crazy twist, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a little more self-aware, I think, than those movies typically are as well.
Which actually, again, like I said, makes it kind of stand out because it was certainly not cookie cutter for sure.
No. So yeah, that's my number 3. Getting to the top 2 here, Nate.
Top 2. Okay, well, my number 2, it might not be a surprise to anybody that this guy made the top 2, but it's Gamera 3, The Revenge of Iris. Easily the second best of that trilogy. The first being Guardian of the Universe. This one's really cool because you've got like that anti-Gamera thing going on where the girl has, she's kind of melded, or she's like the other girl from Guardian of the Universe. So she's feeling what Iris is feeling, that cool fight in the train station at the end, that weird 9 Inch Nails fan that's, apparently a villain, part of a cult. It's all kinds of great wackiness, and the effects are for like a 90s kaiju movie are pretty stellar. So yeah. Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris.
All right. My number 2 is a movie that I had inexplicably seen for the first time when we did it on the podcast. And again, it's one that you mentioned earlier. My number 2 is Commando, because that was the ultimate, like, that is just such a perfect mix of, like, I could totally watch that anytime, but I also could totally tear it apart anytime.
Yep.
Like, it's just the perfect storm of a movie that if you think about for more than, 15 seconds, you see all the flaws.
Yep.
but you don't care, because it's great.
That's right. All right, well, my numero uno, my number 1 pick from the past year.
Really curious here.
Really, actually, was not much of a question for me at all. It was Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy. I love this movie because I love Kids in the Hall, but two, the fact that it still has this. I'm one of the only people who really appreciate this movie feel to it. Like, it's still got that small cult following that goes along with it. You have to be really into movies and weird comedy as well to have an appreciation for this movie. And that's why Kids in the Hall, as a true blue, red and white Canadian boy goes, it is Kids in the Hall all the way. Brain Candy. If I could say, let's watch season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and then just review those, I would do that all day. I love the Kids in the Hall, and so it's no surprise that Brain Candy is my numero uno from this past year.
I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. That is a choice that I was actually, I didn't even realize that you hadn't said it yet. So then as you were rounding up, I was like, oh, right, Kids in the Hall. My number 1 is actually a movie that we had a wonderful guest for, and that movie is Ravenous.
Cool.
I had a great time with Ravenous. This is one that I had seen many times before. It's just insane. Again, just crazy. David Arquette, he's not really in it that much, but Guy Pearce and Robert Carlyle, especially Robert Carlyle, just hamming it up. No pun intended. Literally eating parts of the scenery because he's eating people in the movie. It's just. It's got that great soundtrack, that like insane, like wow, like just
which you wouldn't
like,
expect in a movie like that,
right? Like it doesn't fit, but that's what makes it fit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a Western, but it's got this like weird twangy, like odd electric sounding soundtrack. It's great. I really really like Ravenous. It is my number 1 pick.
Okay. Well. The doldrums.
Yeah, now we do what they're all here for.
Yeah, we just ran down the hit list. Now it's time to run down the shit list.
Oh,
Is that how I did that?
all right. So now it is time for the 10 worst films that we've covered between that year-long period of August to last year to the end of July. Nathan, start us off. What is your 10th worst movie?
Well, my 10th worst movie is The Nun. The Nun. You know what? I was actually just discussing this again the other day with somebody. It's a Conjuring movie. Now, I like horror movies, and I'm pretty sure this was a pick of mine, but this movie is not good. It is the least in the Conjuring verse. I put it even below the original Annabelle movie. So, it's a long walk for a small payoff. And I feel that it's one of those movies that could have been handled completely within the universe as a flashback. So, The Nun.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of reacted. No one saw it because this is audio, but I kind of reacted when you said that because I forgot we talked about The Nun so long ago.
That's how forgettable that movie is.
It's completely forgettable. It's just people walking around in the dark, and then sometimes scary things jump out.
Yep.
That's all it is. My number 10 is a very, what I thought to be a very preachy, weird movie that took some leaps of logic to make get its points across, and that was, of course, the Kirk Cameron vehicle Saving Christmas. The only good thing is Dubstep Santa, I will say, and the whitest dancing I've ever seen at the end of the movie. But other than that, it was not too great. So it's my number 10, Saving Christmas.
Absolutely fair. Well, my number 9, that comes in it's really mostly just because of the form or lack thereof of the actors who are in the lead roles. But that's the 1517 to Paris. This movie was, it based on true events. It could have been something really interesting and tense to watch, but because the actors, the people playing the people were the actual people who were involved in the incident, I feel it absolutely was a detriment to the movie, which made it seem stilted and overly long, despite the fact that it's not really that long of a movie.
No, it's like it barely cracks 90 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it felt like 4 hours.
It sure did. That is a movie that I think it's a noble gesture to let them play themselves, but not good and not a good idea overall.
Well, you know what? It could have been a good idea if and not to speak ill of Clint Eastwood, but if you're going to direct people, you should direct people.
He doesn't do a whole lot with actors.
No, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, my number 9 is actually one that you mentioned in your best of list.
Oh, really?
One that surprised me when you mentioned it.
Okay.
And my number 9 is the Bye Bye Man. I agree with you though that that movie is more ridiculously silly than most, so it's not. That's why it's my number 9. It's not. It's just certainly not the hardest one to watch, but it's definitely it's pretty incompetently made.
Yeah. But you could see how you could get together with some friends and really, MST that thing up.
I could even if I reevaluated it, it might even come around as a drunk watch. It could, because I think, there's so many plot threads in that movie just unexplained, the dog and and Faye Dunaway. Why was she in the movie? Why was Carrie Ann Moss in the movie? Who knows? And it has one of the worst endings ever. So the Bye Bye Man.
There you go. So moving on to number 8. This one here, which was one I was really hoping that I was gonna like and did not. That would be Veronica. And oof, boy howdy, that fucking movie. It tries to do a Tales from the Dark Side type thing where it's like an anthology movie, and it is in that there are 3 different stories, but it's not good in any real way, shape, or form. And it's one of those things to let you know that your heroes, they might be or people that you look up to, they might be people that you look up to. They might be heroes, but they're not perfect. And Glenn Danzig certainly missed the mark with this movie.
My number 8 is a movie that I knew was going to be bad because I had seen before, but just makes me angry because I know that the person who made it is so much more capable of something better. And that is, of course, the Cameron Crowe vehicle Aloha.
Oh?
Yeah. What a great cast. What a bad movie. Just and dull and slow and meandering and thinks it's so clever. You're not Almost Famous, Aloha. Fuck off. Number 8.
Well said. Well said. Well, my number 7 is one that was given to us by our friend Brent. He's actually made this list twice, but the first one is Maximum Conviction. This movie was boring. hard to understand, not only from a plot standpoint, but also like, audibly. Steven
Just
Seagal.
in terms of like we didn't know what they were saying.
Right, exactly. This movie and like the plot is nonsensical. It's just terrible all around. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. I can't stand Steven Seagal. This movie was trash. Number 7, trash.
That is very fair. I really don't know how that didn't make my list. Honestly,
Oh, wow.
I think I might have accidentally skipped over it just because it was a Patreon bonus, and I didn't. I totally forgot about it. It's very forgettable too.
You told me they counted.
No, it counted. It counts.
Okay.
That's my bad. But it's okay. I feel confident with my number 7 pick, and that is another religious movie we covered, and this was for, of course, listener's choice, The Encounter, starring Sting and no one else really. It all takes place at a cafe, and it's just a dude being like, "I know what's best for you, Jesus." Like that's the movie.
That's the movie.
That's the whole movie.
If you're curious about watching it, Brendan has just performed it in its entirety.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. I'm Officer DeVille.
Right.
There we go.
There you go. Now, completely
DeVille.
done in its entirety.
It's just a waste of time. It's not good at all.
No.
But it's somehow still only number 7, so brace yourself.
This one coming in at my number 6 came from the Murovich Challenge, and it is Fear.com. This one gets this distinction because I saw this on video when it came out. I didn't have the opportunity to go see it in theaters. Thank God. I was let down then. I was let down now. This movie is trash. I can't think of any reason why anybody should ever watch it, except to be like maybe, what did people think that the internet was going to be like?
But you know what? If you want to get that, just watch Hackers.
There you go. You'll have a much better time.
Much more. Also not a great movie, but much more entertaining.
Far more entertaining.
My number 6 is, I guess we must have covered a few sequels this year, but this is another terrible sequel. Oh, just because it was so long and so bland, and the lead actor is so bad in it, and I don't care. He's terrible, and he's not a very nice man. And that is Speed 2: Cruise Control. A movie in which I felt bad for Sandra Bullock and Willem Dafoe because they both were giving it their usual performances. They were both fine, and Jason Patrick is just pardon the pun, an anchor in this movie. It just drags the whole thing down. Not that the movie is good anyway, but and especially when you watch Speed, holy shit, night and day.
But hey, it did have one good thing going for it. Jeremy
Leeches.
Hotz was murdered.
Oh. No, he wasn't, remember? He just got hit on the head.
Well, either way, Jeremy Hotz was assaulted. I mean,
It did have leeches.
did have leeches. Yeah.
But you know what?
So did The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
And I've never seen it, but it's probably a better movie.
Yep. Lots of matte paintings, but still fun to watch.
What? There's not crazy vistas in that movie?
Right.
The Great Outdoors, directed by David Lean.
All right, we're into the top 5 here now, and starting out with my top 5 would be From Justin to Kelly. It was a listener's choice, and it was given to us by Gabe. And this movie, I felt bad for everybody involved from beginning to end, because especially the leads who were there under contractual obligation. I mean, if you're gonna make a movie, you want people to want to be there, not to have to be there. Which is why Theodore Rex was so terrible.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's the only reason why.
No, that's it. Otherwise, Theodore Rex is a work of art.
It's a solid movie, right up there with Citizen Kane. But yeah, from Justin to Kelly, for all their ridiculous dance and song numbers, and a friend who is clearly not a friend in any real way, sociopath, actually. Either that or borderline personality disorder.
But But Nathan, I was just jealous, and I just wanted to feel like you feel, Kelly. I just wanted to be loved.
Gross. Number 5.
But you guys are so silly. You guys stayed together through all that. Isn't that crazy? I'm so kooky.
That's right. When we get back to Texas, we're not friends anymore. That was my number 5.
All right. Well, my number 5 is your number 6. That is Fear.com, a terrible, terrible movie that doesn't understand how the internet works. Stephen Dorff, Natasha Macaroni, awful, terrible. Don't watch it.
All right. There you go. Well, my number 4 was actually on your good list. And that would be Batman Forever. Fuck that movie. I just the amount of letdown.
You
that
hate that more than From Justin to Kelly?
I did.
Oh, no!
Because there was so much I was looking forward to with that movie when it originally came out. And I was so let down by everything when that movie came out. The only thing that movie has given me over the years is the off-camera story where Tommy Lee Jones tells Jim Carrey, I cannot sanction your brand of buffoonery.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine, I guess. I expected it. It's funny that was my number 4 favorite, and that was your number 4 least favorite. Well, my number 4 is one you mentioned a little further down the list, and that is the 1517 to Paris. Just unbearable, awful, acting non-existent for the most part, except for the real actors we see briefly at the beginning of the movie, like Jenna Fisher. And, yeah. It's Judy Greer too. But other than that, yeah, it's garbage. It's really boring, and I don't know why they decided to film it like a travelogue. Also, we talked about it in the episode, but I love how the movie makes so many moments. They're like, just so you know, these guys are straight and they're like chicks, okay? That's the Clint Eastwood effect. Yeah. It's really bad, and just the fact that Clint Eastwood is behind it just kind of makes it even worse, because you're like, why did you make this, Clint? What you can make good movies.
We've seen them.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah,
we've all seen Unforgiven.
We've all seen A Perfect World.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah. One of his more often overlooked ones, I find.
Kevin Costner looks at some kid's wiener. It's kind of weird, but
no, was it? Well, I mean, I suppose he does, but he does it. Oh God, this is so weird to say. He does it to make the kid, feel good about it himself, because the bad guy, the real bad guy in the movie, tried to, sexually assault him. So Kevin Costner looked at a kid's penis for good.
Jesus Christ.
Like, not
Watch the movie. I promise you the context is different.
It'll make perfect sense.
A Perfect World makes perfect sense.
Right. Also, don't let Clint Eastwood make you a steak. 2 things that I learned from that movie.
Yep.
Izzy and Steve would be proud. You can look at a penis for good, and don't let Clint Eastwood make your steak.
Or stand next to an empty chair.
Well, that's not from that movie, so
no.
It's gonna move on past this.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, and it wasn't even a movie we watched. So,
nope.
To number 3. Number 3. Now, you might be surprised that this one is actually number 3 and not number 1 on my list, but I'm putting it at number 3, and it was given to us by Jerica. It was Kickboxing Academy. You sons of bitches. This movie, you know what? For the longest time as I'm watching it, it's like, yeah, okay, it's a small screen thing. It's, it's ridiculous. I get that. It's, it's kind of terrible. It's low rent. That's what you expect with these sort of movies. And then I've come to find out that that the love interests were related, and
Well, by the way, one of my favorite moments in our podcast history is when I told you about that.
Anyhow, for the extended sibling makeouts, this is number 3. I'm like,
rated PG for extended sibling makeouts.
PG in this situation stands for pretty gross.
Yeah.
Kickboxing Academy number 3.
Well, as Milos cleans up the vomit, I will say that my number 3 is the super offensive, super racist, super homophobic Soul Plane. One of the third worst movie that I thought we watched this year. Terrible. Like, I think there maybe was 3 jokes where I kind of went, eh. Like, not a full laugh, but an acknowledgement of a joke. Oh man, I don't even like this. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's one of it's god awful. Number 3, Soul Plane.
You can barely put it into words.
I can't.
All right, well, allow me to try, because my number 2 is Soul Plane.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brent. Thought you were our friends.
Fucking terrible movie.
As you said, this movie is just it's offensive to the very core of any human. The only thing, and I actually, it's, I don't know, maybe we should, he wasn't trying to save it, but maybe we should introduce next year an award for the bright spot. Like the one person who maybe wasn't trying to save it, but it was just kind of a bright spot in it's a glimmer of hope in a sea of despair. And that would be Terry Crews, who had his loving thing about where he was talking about his kids, and he was doing his best Terry Jeffers. That part of the movie was the only part where I was like, oh, that all right, good on. Then then it was just awful, just like you said, homophobic and racist to its very core.
Yeah,
and it's like it's weird because like. We watched White Chicks, and we were like, yeah, okay, we give it a pass. This movie, not so much.
No.
It's
like, you as a white person, I don't think you could be offended by whiteface. Like, it doesn't have quite the same history behind it.
And that's it. Like the jokes in it were so lazy. And then when you told me like it was like a white guy helped write it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little off-putting, but the jokes were just they were lazy. They were something that would, that would have seemed tasteless in a Don Rickles routine from the 70s. Like it was awful. Don't watch Soul Plane; it's terrible.
All right, my number 2 is not a huge shocker. You mentioned it earlier. Veronica. Glenn Danzig's
it is a number 2.
Disaster piece. Just nonsensical in every sense of the word. There's barely any of the movies get gradually less of a plot as you go on in the anthology stories.
Yep.
And then by the end of it, the girl is literally like, "Here's a pun." End credits. The last one is just a girl licking blood for 15 minutes?
Something like that.
It's just Terrible Veronica. And Nathan, if we don't have the same number 1, I'm going to be very surprised.
I'm pretty sure that we both have the same on this one.
Let's hear it.
Well, my number 1 is something that I brought upon us ourselves. This was 100% my fault. You can thank my being stuck inside for over a year and a half. And that would be the small screen shameful Cheerleader Ninjas.
What? That's mine too.
This movie, as I said with Soul Plane, is racist and homophobic to its very core. It has poor production quality and not in a good Neil Breen kind of way. The writing is so juvenile and lazy. It's like a 10-year-old who just discovered fart humor. And kind of heard about sex because of that inappropriate uncle of his wrote a script. That's this movie. That's Cheerleader Ninjas. It is not safe for human consumption.
It is every ist and phobic you can think of.
Yeah. Not unlike war, it is not safe for humans or other living creatures.
And the worst part is it tries to be a parody movie, kind of it tries to do like kind of an Airplane style of doing the gags really quick or whatever, and it's just a cataclysmic failure on every level. And I know you still have Postal as the worst. I believe I changed my worst that we've ever covered to this movie. So
I believe so, yes.
I abhor this film.
Yeah.
Ninja Cheerleaders, however, is better, right?
Ninja Cheerleaders is better. And also, I would still rather watch this than a Friedberg Seltzer movie.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
So there we go.
That's pretty. Oof. That's saying something about those movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, here's why. Cheerleader Ninjas, for as terrible and awful and offensive to its very core as it is, doesn't have a budget and is obviously just, trying to do something juvenile and not grand or good. They're not thinking that they're going to get any sort of wide release. Those movies get wide release and people turn out to see them in droves.
Thankfully, that seems to be stopping now.
Thankfully. So, there we go. That's all of our stuff.
That's
Dude.
it. That's all. We want to thank everyone for coming out tonight.
Yeah.
We
Except for Gerard Butler, who screwed up our technical stuff.
Yeah, fuck off, Gerard. We're gonna do another one of your movies soon, just to get our revenge. Well,
And that was it. He wasn't even getting revenge because we did one of his movies. He was getting revenge because Gerard Depardieu was the one who actually caused him pain and suffering last year, not us.
Exactly. Where's that buddy comedy?
Oh my God, Gerard and Gerard together at last. Not since Keith David and David Keith have I wanted to see a buddy cop detective movie ever in my entire life.
Can you imagine somebody's pitching you're gonna be in a movie with Depp, and it's like, oh, Johnny Ardu.
Depp Ardu.
No. Well, yeah,
I don't know. Given his profile lately, people might be like, oh, okay, that's cool.
True. You maybe don't want to be in a movie with him right now. But that's gonna do it. We usually go through some other stuff, but I think we're just gonna skip right to the end here. Montrose plugged his stuff already, so we're just gonna say you can find us on all the podcast apps. Of course, our home base is Age of Radio.
Big time.
And, of course, you can go to ageofradio.org/whatweretheythinking. We are on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WWTT Podcast. Patreon.com/WWTT Podcast. TeePublic, Redbubble. Search for us. We are there. I promise. And other than that, I guess... I don't know. I guess... questions? I guess I could ask you a few questions.
Well, before we do that, I do want to say thank you to everybody who listened to any episode at all this year. If you listen to them all, if you only listen to this one, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to our insane ramblings about these movies.
Yeah, so sometimes you're just listening to us trying to hang on to what sanity we have left, so we do appreciate it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do have any questions about anything that's happened over the last year, Brian and I would be more than glad to do my best to answer them for you.
All right, well, at an awards show in which somehow Louis C.K. got an invite.
Gerard Butler.
At an awards show in which Dennis Miller was able to just storm the stage as if it was January 6th or something.
Again, Gerard Butler.
At an awards show in which Gerard Butler sabotaged everything.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta know.
What's that, my friend?
What were they thinking?
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is
win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Cali, back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life.